How's it going, ladies and gents? I have another Destiny 2 video here today, and this match was very intense. Started out as me and two other people whom I had in my fire team, and one of us actually ended up leaving around the third or second round, and we managed to still pull this match off. 3v4.
5 lives left.
And surprisingly, I'm using an SMG, the Akitos SMG to be exact. Flippin' love this SMG. It still melts even though it's from year 1. Pre-Forsaken. It's just an amazing weapon. It shreds. It doesn't need a bonus like Recluse to absolutely melt people. It just does. All because it's 750 RPM and it has Seraph rounds. Kinda like Ricochet rounds, but called Seraph rounds. Still work about the same. I'm not sure if it still has the same hidden buff. As you guys may already know, that hidden buff, or hidden perk inside Ricochet rounds will be getting removed at the launch of Shadowkeep, which is gonna absolutely suck because I did just get this spare rations possibly 3 weeks ago. Speaking of which, how many of you guys out there actually prefer using a gun like spare rations over Allstringer on console? A lot of people were telling me that spare rations isn't as usable or adequate for console users. Me personally, I have no problem with it.
Your enemies
I
have
love it.
bested you.
It's great.
Time.
I know it's greater on PC. In fact, here pretty soon I might be moving the PC myself.
You trail the enemy. Close the gap
to get a better experience with spare rations, and I'm also trying to move over to PC games more than console. But yeah, leave a few comments below this video, comment section of course, about whether or not you guys actually prefer spare rations on console over Allstringer or any of the other hand cannons of the 140s and the 110s. Because spare rations is just my thing. I use it all the time since I've gotten my role that I've been looking for. In fact, it is the only god role I've ever had in this game, all the way down to the exact masterwork. Like, the only gun I've ever gotten. In D1, I don't even properly remember getting a god roll gun. I'm pretty for sure I used crappy rolls just to get wherever I got to inside the game because the game absolutely refused to give me a god roll in anything of which that I personally used. If I was looking for a god roll in a hand cannon, I would get one of the most crappiest rolls or a roll that was considerably usable. Not exactly a god roll, but just usable. And so, since I got the spare rations, I don't really ever put it down because it's the only god roll I've ever had. I just enjoy it all the way down. It's an amazing weapon. It maps if you know what you're doing. It has great weapon control. You can control the recoil. It's totally doable. Just depends on how much you feel comfortable using that weapon. So, great gun.
All opponents defeated.
Though at this point of time I have been struggling in finding a usable secondary weapon or energy weapon to go along with my spare rations. I just been struggling a little bit, but I've currently made a theory crafted build that I can use for the spare rations, and I kind of tested it out this morning actually, which is like the following day. Grab this video here, and it worked out great. It wasn't the exact weapon, but it was the same type of weapon. So once I get that weapon that which I'm looking for, it's going to pair really well with my spare rations. It's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to get it. It's just taking some time, it's taking some farming, but yeah, it's going to be great when I get that. And also, there's two guys in the team here who are absolutely getting on my nerves. I even had to inspect one or two of them.
1 minute.
did inspect them in this video in the middle of the match because I had to see what they were running, what they were trying to synergize with, because they were doing so well at getting us picked off here. See, Gingerbread just went down there, and one of the people on my fire team, this last person up, Zabby here. Shout out to Zabby19 and to Cinnamon, by the way. These are my
Your enemies have bested you.
buddies. Even though one of them left us in this match, I think he had connection issues though. But me and Zabby still managed to pull it off with Gingerbread here. Gingerbread here is also
The
a legend.
enemy
Shout out to
need
that guy.
catch up and crush them.
He did a nice 1v3, I believe, and managed to pick off the enemy team and win us around. And all around, it's just really strong match there.
5 lives
How many of you
left.
guys are out there still grinding Menagerie with this extra loot? Because I've heard about it. You get these bonus beloveds, because
3
apparently
lives
beloved's
left.
still a great sniper rifle. Bit of a dispute about it some places, but still, in my opinion, very strong sniper rifle, and that's just because the targeting assist is crazy on the gun. This is where one of the people on our fire team left or had connection issues. But me personally, I haven't been playing Menagerie. I really don't care for Menagerie. I really don't care for the weapons
Enemy
in
team has
Menagerie.
no reserves
And
left.
that's right, Blues,
Finish.
All
1 minute
Stringer,
left. The enemy is
Fixed
out of
odds,
second chances.
Rental. I don't really care for those weapons. Like I said, I have the gun that I wanted most of all in the game, and that's the spare rations. And also, how many of you people are there? Shadowkeep. I'm not really pushing for it too hard because I'll lose this ricochet rounds.
Rest when you're
Honestly, I
dead.
got going on, but I still think it's gonna be more than exceptional in PvP.
30 seconds. Both teams out of reserves. End this.
How many of you guys are playing PvP through this? If you are, completely leave your GTs in the comments below as well. Maybe we can hit up a few
10
matches,
seconds.
because
One foe
playing with
remains.
different people just makes you better at the game, because you can easily change your flow. The more adaptive you are, the more better you are,
Tiebreaker active.
because
This is not the end.
people
You've
play
smashed
differently,
your
and if you
enemies
can get used to
dust.
that feeling, you can flow through comp easily. I play a lot of comp. Comp is my thing. PvP is my
Match
thing. I
time.
don't really mess too
There can
much
be only
around
one
with
winner.
PvE unless I'm farming for a gun specifically. Other than that, I'm constantly in PvP. Like, this match was a great match. For the first 4
5
rounds,
lives left.
I was doing absolutely terrible. But for some reason, when we lost our person there in our fire team, I was like, I have to kick it up a notch if I want us to even come close to winning. So that's exactly what I did. I kicked it up a notch. Started playing a little smarter, watching a little bit more what my teammates were, trying to help out. This is one of those annoying guys I was telling you about, earlier in the video. It was just constantly rushing with that shotgun, throwing skipping nades and jumping around like a monkey. It was just crazy annoying. He'd be in the air, and all of a sudden you would be moving to the left side because of the hunter
3
jump
lives
is
left.
really exceptional, and PvP is really good.
1 minute.
I personally like where the hunter is in the game. I don't like where the titan is in the game, and I think the warlocks need not a buff, but
No more lives on
a
your
little
side.
more in their arsenal for abilities. A little more. Other than that, I see not much wrong with the game. If they were to do just those 2 things, hunters would be great, warlocks would be great, titans would be great and not
Either
busted,
team has lives left.
because no
Show
matter
no mercy.
how
30
many people
seconds.
talk about it,
Both teams out of reserves.
there
End
is
this.
legit
You've been
proof
knocked out.
that the Titan can be absolutely busted. Absolutely. People are talking about how the warlocks can be sometimes busted, all because of Stormcaller and a grenade that can possibly wipe out
10
3 people at
seconds.
once. You gotta keep in mind, these people have to be weak. That's the only way this thing is going to kill people like that. With a Titan, you don't have to be weak. You just
Tiebreaker active.
one-shot them,
You
and
have
it's
one
just
last shot at
done.
survival.
No other character, not the Hunter or
Your
Warlock,
enemies
can
have
absolutely
bested
just
you.
one-shot somebody. the hunter has to be hit with those gauntlets first by melee in order for them to absolutely blow
Your
someone out
enemy
of the
has
water.
match point.
I'm aware of that.
Nothing changes.
That's
Take
fine.
them out.
That's totally fine. I get that. That gives the hunter a bit of an edge. Be careful who you punch as a hunter. Well, or be careful as you're punching a hunter, because you don't know if they have those gauntlets on or not. That's fine. Warlocks, yes, watch out for their arc bolt grenades.
5 lives left.
It can do some crazy damage. I've wiped out 3 or 4 people at once with one grenade. That is because I made sure that each and every last one of the people that I threw that grenade at were at least hurt a little bit before I threw that grenade to absolutely utilize it. If you don't do that, they're just going to take a little damage, or you might just kill one person and the rest are left somewhat weak, and you can still die. It's not absolutely busted. Kind of like how a Titan can just run up and shoulder charge a super and one-shot its life away. It's just absolutely gone. But I'm not going to get too deep on that subject. This is where I start to go off in this match. Took out 2 there. Picked up that heavy, took out another one. And then I'm going to take this heavy and take out one more. Then I'm going to go around, get some health back, and continue to get the last guy here. I pushed him really already. So, knowing that this would be the last guy, I just had to make sure I got the last kill. To make sure that I was letting my team know that I'm going off. You guys can go on and finish off the next round for us. And it's just our synergy is just absolutely great. I kind of wish I could have friend request this gingerbread guy so me, him, and Zavi and the Ascendants could team up and go back into comp again one day. The thing is, his weapons weren't even really that great gingerbreads, but he still utilized them perfectly in all of his encounters, and he was rushing properly as he should. He was keeping up with us. That's really important in comp. Make sure to keep up with your teammates. Do not lag too far behind. If you lag too far behind, you leave one of your teammates wide open to be killed in combat.
Look what you
and that's not frankly what you want at all. You do not want that. And if you do that, your teammates are not going to be happy because they're looking for you to help them off, get that pick,
enemy team has no reserves left,
and solidify your win. At this point of the video, it is pretty much over because as you can see, all 3 of us have our supers. The enemy team have already used all of their supers. It's nothing but easy pickings for us right now. All we have to do is just pretty much immortalize them and just keep moving forward. Last guy's running away from me here really hard. I'm going to do an epic fail right here a little bit. Cause as soon as we get an epic fail, I missed. Found the perfect. Got rid of Nicky in there and that finished that match. But it's been great, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be bringing another video here really soon. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.